Hi everyone, welcome to Mihitha Academy. As you are aware, we have started the video series on mathematics subject. So today we are starting the class 10 NCERT or CBSE board mathematics. So for this particular series of videos, we are considering class 10th NCERT books as a reference. You all are aware you can download NCERT books from NCERT's website. Also, if you have a hard copy, you can also refer that. So today we are starting with chapter 1. The chapter 1 is real numbers. Okay. In this chapter 1, we have two main algorithms or lemmas, we can call it as. Today we are focusing on the first topic, which is Euclid's division lemma or Euclid's division algorithm. Okay. So this particular algorithm or lemma is used to find out the HCF of two numbers. Okay. Come on guys, let us start today's session. Come on guys, let us understand what does Euclid's division lemma talks about, or what is its overview or the definition. So if you see over here, given positive integers a and b, there exists a unique q and r. Q you can call it as quotient and r is a remainder, okay, satisfying the below equation. What they are saying, there are two positive integer a and b. For any two positive integer, there exists a unique q and r, which is a quotient and remainder satisfying the below condition. What is the condition or the rule? A is equal to bq plus r, meaning you can write the largest number a in a form of b into q plus r. B is the other number which is lesser than a, q is a quotient, plus r is a remainder, where remainder is greater than or equal to 0 and less than the b. So in this case, a is greater than b. Okay, so we can write a in the form of bq plus r. Okay, r is the remainder and q is the quotient. This is what your Euclid's division lemma says. Okay, very simple, you can just even buy it. However, understanding is very important. Okay, what it is saying, there are two positive number, one positive number which is a is greater than b. Now we can write a in a form of bq plus r, as simple as that. Okay, now what is the importance of this Euclid's division lemma? Okay, if you learn any concept, right, you need to understand what is the actual importance or real-time use case where we are going to apply this. We are going to apply this in finding out highest common factor or HCF. So you all know by this time, since you are already in 10th standard, what exactly is an HCF? HCF is also called as highest common factor. So HCF or highest common factor is the greatest number which divides each of two or more number. Okay, if you have two or more number with you, HCF is that number which is the greatest number which divides each of the number with a remainder as 0. Okay, that is HCF. HCF is also called as greatest common measure or greatest common divisor, GCD or GCM. Okay, this is the definition of HCF. So now let us understand how can we calculate the value of HCF using this Euclid's division lemma or algorithm. Now this leads us to understanding of the next topic, which is Euclid's division algorithm. Okay, very simple guys, just go with the flow, you will be able to understand. We also see couple of examples which is there in your NCERT books, and I have also added one more example for your better understanding. Okay, so what does Euclid's division algorithm says? To obtain HCF of two positive numbers, please note we are trying to find out the HCF of two positive number, say C and D. There are two positive numbers, those numbers are C and D, where C is greater than D. Okay, C is the largest number among these two. Okay, we have to follow the below steps, meaning to obtain a HCF of two positive numbers C and D, where C is greater than D, we have to follow these three steps. Very simple. Okay, what is the first step? The first step says apply Euclid's division lemma to C and D so that we find a whole number Q and R. We have to find out the value of quotient Q and R such that we already know using Euclid's division lemma, how can we write C and D, where C is the greatest number, C is equal to DQ plus R. Q is what, your quotient, and R is your remainder, where R, the remainder, is greater than or equal to 0 and it has to be less than your the smaller number. Correct. So this is that you apply this Euclid division lemma. If the resultant or if your remainder, if r is equal to 0, then the d is your HCF. Okay. If the result of applying that Euclid's division lemma in the previous equation or the previous step, if the d r is equal to 0, then we are considering d as our HCF of C and D. If r is not equal to 0, if it r is equal to 0, we are considering d as what? Your HCF. But if it is r is not equal to 0, then again we have to apply the division lemma to d and r. Then we have to take HCF of d and r. Okay. And follow the same steps, this Euclid's division lemma, till we get r is equal to 0. Okay. Continue the process till the remainder is equal to 0. The divisor at this stage will be the required HCF. Whenever your r becomes 0, right, the value of d would be your HCF. Okay. And also you might have learned by this time HCF of C and D. The algorithm works because HCF of C and D is equal to HCF of D and R. Okay. Where the symbol HCF of C and D, what does it indicate? It denotes HCF of C and D. Whenever I write HCF of C and D, it is nothing but we are trying to find out HCF of C and D. Clear, guys? So let us move on and try to understand these steps by applying to few of the examples which are given in your textbooks. Okay. So use Euclid's algorithm to find out HCF of 455 and 42. So what is HCF? We have to find out the highest number which is going to divide your 455 and 42. How can we write this? We can write this as HCF of 455 comma 42. So how we will find this? We can write this as, what is the highest number? 455. We can write 455 in the form of what, guys? We can write 455 in the form of 42 tens, correct? 42 into 10, 10 is the quotient. 42 into 10 is how much? 420. What would be the remainder? If you subtract 420 by 455, it would be 35. This would be your Q and this would be your R, and R is not equal to 0. Now again what we have to do? We have to apply the same HCF of 42. D is equal to your 42, correct? 42 and 35. So which would be 42 can be written as what? 35 into 1 plus what would be the remainder? Remainder is 7. Okay. 35 plus 7 would be 42. Now this is R and R is not equal to 0. This is your D and this is your Q. Correct. Again go and apply the same step. HCF of 35 comma 7 would be 35 is equal to 7 into 5 plus 0. Now R is equal to 0. In this step, what is the value of D? D is equal to 7. So now what you can write? HCF of 455 comma 42 equal to HCF of 42 comma 35 is equal to HCF of 35 comma 7 is equal to what? 7. Clear, guys? This is how you are going to find out the value of the HCF of 455 and 42. Okay, guys? So what would be the value of HCF of 455 and 42? It is 7. Okay, guys? Very simple. You just have to follow the steps one after the other. So now let us move on and understand one more example, which is another simple example. We have to apply the same Euclid's division lemma and find out what, guys? we have to find out the HCF of 204 and 40. So now HCF of 204 comma 40, how can we write this as 204 is equal to 40, 5 is 200, correct? 200 remainder would be 4. This is your R not equal to 0 and this is your D and this is your quotient, correct? Now again we have to write HCF of D and Q, which is nothing but 40 comma 4 is equal to 40 can be written as 4 into 10 plus R is equal to 0. In this case R is equal to 0. Now we have to consider the value of D as this is quotient and this is your divisor, correct? The value of D as HCF. So HCF of 204 comma 40 is equal to HCF of 40 comma 4 is equal to what, guys? It is 4. The highest number which can divide both 204 and 40 would be 4. This is your HCF. Okay, let us see one more big example which is given in your the textbook, which is find out the HCF of what? Find out the HCF of these two numbers. So one more last example which is given in your NCERT textbook is HCF of 4052, 4052 and 12576. Now this is the largest number, so we have to write like HCF of 12576 comma 4052, correct? Now we can write 12,576 in a form of what? 4052. 4000 3s are 12,000 it will become, right? Use a simple calculation. If you multiply this with 3 times, you will get a number, correct? And what would be the remainder? 420 at this stage would be the remainder. So 4052 into 3, which will become your 12,000, which would be your what? 12,156, right? Plus 420, it will become this. So now HCF, R is not equal to 0. This is R and R is not equal to 0, correct? Now HCF of 4052 comma 420, right? How can we write this as? 4052 is equal to 420 into, it would be 9, because if it is 10, it will become 4200, correct? So what would be the remainder? Remainder is 272. Do the simple calculation. If you are allowed to use a calculator, you use a calculator, otherwise you use the worksheet section. And now again R is not equal to 0. We have to follow that Euclid division lemma one more time till we get remainder as 0. So HCF of 420 comma 272. Okay. So now 420 can be written as what? 272 into 1 plus the remainder is 148. So now again the remainder is not equal to 0. This is R is not equal to 0. HCF of 272 comma 148. This would be. So 272 can be written as 148 into 1 plus 124. And again R is not equal to 0. Then again let us find out the HCF using Euclid's division lemma or algorithm. 148, HCF of 148 and 124, which would be 148 can be written in a form of 124 into 1 plus what would be the remainder at this stage? 24. Now again R is not equal to 0. HCF of 124 comma 24, we can write this in a form of 124 is equal to 24 into 5 plus remainder is 4, which will become 120, and again R is not equal to 0. Now let us find out HCF of 24 comma 4. So 24 can be written as what? 4 6 are 24, and remainder is equal to 0. Now r has become 0. What is the value of d at this stage? 4. So what we can write, HCF of these two numbers is equal to 4, meaning the highest number which can divide this and this without leaving remainder, or remainder as 0 will be equal to 4. That's it, what your HCF. Got it guys? 4 is our HCF for this example. So hopefully as part of this very first video related to NCERT class 10 maths, we understood what exactly is Euclid's division lemma and what exactly the Euclid division algorithm says, and how can we find out HCF of two positive number using this Euclid's division algorithm. Okay, hopefully you guys understood the concept very well guys. If you understood this video, please share this video related information to your friends and classmates so that they will also get benefited. I will also be doing the other topic related videos related to class 10th NCERT, CBSE board and also ICSE board in the coming days. So please spread word to your friends about our YouTube channel so that they can also get benefited, and also they will feel doing the mathematics is very easy, or solving the mathematical problem is very easy. Okay, thank you so much guys. Feel free to share your comments or feedback in a comment section below so that I will respond to that. And also if you are looking for any specific topic related videos, feel free to leave that topic related information in the comment section so that I will be preparing a video as soon as possible. Thank you so much guys, and have a good one. Bye bye. Hope you like this video. To support us and our effort, you can scan this QR code and make a donation. Thank you.